Alright, let's fire up the guns. Hello again, friends and fans. Raptor here. Welcome back. Men-of-War Assault Squad 2 Battle of Penuri continues. We've captured, in our third episode now, enemy guns that are lying waste to enemy positions. Check that out. Again, if you guys want to see more of this, make sure you hit that like button and let me know you guys want to see more Men-of-War Assault Squad 2. And, of course, this mod taking place with Rob's Realism in 1943, the Battle of Kursk. Check the description for all those details. We're now starting to hit enemy positions here with guns. We've captured their guns. Again, with this being episode 3, we've done a heck of a lot in terms of causing huge amounts of casualties to the enemy without them even first being able to see us. So we've already just destroyed a lot of tanks, a lot of troops, and now we have the flanks, which is really going to hurt them hard. So let's go ahead and get these guns firing. We've got extra artillery, Hummel-wise, that we can fire down on top of the enemy. And we have a limit of troops. We have a lot of tanks, but a limit of troops. So we're going to try to clear positions as easily as we can. And we're going to try to use artillery on their positions ASAP. Let's see if there's any hard points where we can start chewing up. Of course, we want to look for AT guns, mortars, that kind of thing. I think I did see a mortar earlier. Yes, one over here by the defensive position there. So, and it looks like this third gun, for whatever reason, wants us to flip and turn. So she's having a little trouble there with that one. All right, very good. Hopefully these guns are firing off all the time. This right position is going to be one we're going to have to hit. If you haven't seen it, we got Tiger tanks at our disposal. We've got Ferdinands at our disposal. We got tons of technology ready to rock and destroy the enemy. And they've already counterattacked, so let's go ahead and do the same. We'll go ahead and get our attack underway then. We definitely want to make sure that if the enemies flee, that we chew them up. They really are just going to have to sit in defensive positions. They don't really have a choice against us. And we're stopped over here as we're clearing a minefield. It looks like our soldier there has gone around and has been clearing the mines for quite some time. So hopefully, if we drive through a minefield, I do see those flagged, but they should be ineffective now. They should be no longer able to damage us once detected. All right, we've also been taking hits with our Stugs as well. They've been hitting a lot of mines. And I can't believe it. We destroyed ISU 152s and a few other things with our weapons of mass destruction. It's great. We've really destroyed a lot of the enemy positions. This is great. And, by the way, in our first episode, an artillery shell directly landed on top of a KV-1, devastating this trench line. All right, here comes the artillery. Let's see what happens next. Hit that Su-76. Come on. Oh, wow. A huge explosion from these guns, just leveling their positions. Capturing those guns and using it against them. Great idea. Enemy AT gun there. We'll try to shred that, too. And let's get our troops ready to strike. We're going to get squads ready to form up with the Tigers and push into the village. And we don't obviously want to go out there yet, but we definitely want to start getting close. May as well try to hit that Su-76 while we're at it. Tiger tank can flatten his gun out a bit. And let's go ahead and hit that Su-76. Wow, one of the heaviest armored vehicles ever. Because it just deflected an 88 from the side. Yeah, the side penetration on those Su-76s can be tough. It's weird. I don't know why. All right, more heavy artillery guns are firing. Yeah, nice. And we've got our guns ready to fire as well. We have off-map artillery at our disposal. Now that we've surrounded the enemy, it's basically a GG for them. I'm going to bring up Ferdinands, too. Now, the enemy may counterattack, as this is Kursk, or Penuri at least, outside of Kursk. The whole battle for Kursk, of course, was taking place with enemies counterattacking constantly. Looks like we hit another mine up here. So we'll have to clear out this area as well with our mine detector. I don't know how we found this guy, but man, is he a pro. So we're going to have him, he's got his mine detector out. We're going to go ahead and have him move through this area and try to clear it before we advance any further. Seems this area is clear of mines. And we have 2 half-tracks ready to rock. So we'll bring them up as well. Ferdinand, you can continue to push through. Let's take the main road. All right, first and foremost, when we're ready to attack, we will have to hit that position. So now we're into kind of a setup phase of hitting the enemy as hard as we can. With the artillery that we've captured, we've earned the opportunity to destroy them because we've captured their artillery. So hopefully we can soften these positions up as much as possible. If we can capture these trenches, we can use those as a jump-off point to get further into the city. We just need to make sure we destroy such things as that large mortar. Oh, yes, it's been decrewed. And Su-76s. Things that the infantry won't be able to kill once they've gotten close enough, unless they're using, for example, Panzerschrecks or something along those lines. Looks like we got a large number of infantry around the railyard. I don't know if we actually hit that with our own artillery or what. Let's go ahead and try to hit some of those positions. We want to get some of those guns out of the way so we can attack from any flank. Let's see, where's the defensive position? Looks like they've got anti-aircraft all around the railyard. Alright, vehicle's been repaired. Looks like we got another Stug up and running then. Looks like we're going to have to get that Panzer Panzer 3. And looks like we didn't detect the mines over here. He was walking right past. I guess we didn't detect those. But our mine detector should make his way back up here and should start looking. Yep, looks like he's looking for mines right now. He's got his mine detector out. Hopefully that's it for the mines. Bring the Ferdinand and the Stug closer. Excellent. Alright, well, one Stug made it through to the river. And actually, if we start setting it up over here, we might be able to use its machine gun against, wait a minute, defensive positions that are over here. Ooh, sounds like something just deflected. Alright, very good. Okay, Tiger tanks are ready. We need to soften these guys up before we advance. I'm not going to, with all this arsenal of artillery sitting here, we can't just go in there. So it's an artillery barragement. Barragement, that's right, brevirement. Taking some time off to honor the Soviet dead, I guess. Okay, let's move up. Infantry-wise, we were very limited on our infantry. We don't have a lot of infantry at our disposal. So the Soviets have a huge number of tanks and infantry. We mostly have our good tech. What the hell are we hitting over here? What? Su-76 decrewing. Wow, an interesting method at ambushing. They didn't put it on the mini-map, and I didn't see it. Interesting. We found both of those and destroyed them now. I didn't see them on the map before. I thought it was a glitch, but okay, perhaps that's a way to try to hide those troops. Alright, we have artillery at our disposal. I think the best thing we need to do here is hit some of these trenches that just did not fall yet. Those are going to be huge in terms of time. They're going to be huge time wasters. We've got a defensive line here and here, and also one over here. Now, we're low on artillery, so I think the best thing for us to do is we can try to meet our troops here on this side of the rail station. Once we've captured this area, we can then start moving towards the front. And once we've done that, that's when I'll call in that artillery, so that way we can judge whether or not we need to keep hitting them. Let's continue to try to hit things such as guns and mortars, anything big, even Su-76s, anything to clear out and save a little bit of time in the main attack. Artillery guns such as that can attack AT, no problem. Where do we have... oh, wow, I'm hearing big explosions. Secondaries going off? Wow. Something got hit hard. Let's keep looking for targets. We don't have a lot of time. Alright, another gun getting ready to fire. And we'll continue to attack this trench line here. It seems like the best target for us at the moment. Oh, it looks like the N got hit again by mines. I guess I have our mine clear out here. I think he's detecting mines correctly, but it seems like we just keep hitting them. But let's go ahead and push through with the rest of our vehicles. We're going to keep hitting mines, I guess, even though we have our mine detector out. I don't know what happened. Ferdinand is nearby, though. And it looks like we got a very good side shot on a T-34-76 over here with the Ferdinand. Though we don't really need the Ferdinand here. But it's good to keep it around the farm for a counterattack if the enemy brings one up again. And I think I heard somebody get tracked. I sure did. Alright, bail out. Let's start clearing those tracks. We have our mine clear around here. I do have a mine clear. He just doesn't seem to be able to find the mines. Alright, we're going to keep our troops in defensive positions. I believe the Soviets may counterattack here, so I don't want to see that happen. Looks like enemy infantry is running away. If they try to attack the artillery position we've captured, they will get liquidated by our machine guns. Brumbars are standing by. Good. And enemy infantry is standing watch here. Alright, friendly infantry, I mean. Let's go ahead and get the enemy infantry out of there. Let's go ahead and see if we can move up this way. Well, that's rude. Somebody's trying to hit us from the flanks. Oh, is that a gun? That's a little, itty-bitty little T-70. Goodbye. Oh, wow. Hit him in the track, but no kill yet. Looks like the Aziz is focused on us now. Hopefully they didn't kill our tank. That's the problem with these large tank destroyers, that they take a very long time to make things go boom. Do we not have HE? Load an HE and hand him one. Send it long distance. Alright, looks like our N is getting hit a little bit too much. We'll go ahead and decrew that and repair it, and then we'll recrew it once we have the ability. Our mine disposal expert seems to be doing what he's supposed to do. And where are you going, noobs? Oh, they're on free move. Yeah, never let your AI go on free move like this. They'll just run all around. All right, let's see if we've destroyed that gun. We have not. Let's fire. And let's get the infantry up here to take the position. All right, machine gunner into the ditch, and let's begin. All right, since they have an AT out there, we're not going to bring up our half-tracks yet. But we're starting to close the gap around the town. We can start over here as well. I think our artillery bombardments have come to an end. We still have artillery left, but we'll use that for more precise targets inside town if we can't break them. All right, the attack is beginning. Closing the gap over this direction. And friendly infantry is about ready to capture a AT gun position here. And then we'll start working on that trench line there. And it looks like most of our tanks have made it through without hitting mines, but it looks like yet again another tank has hit a mine. Ferdinand in a very good position. Alright, we got yet another gun firing. Is that the, where's that firing from? Another AT position here. Our boys are taking fire. Luckily, we got a machine gunner up here, too. Alright, AT inside the, you can see AT inside there. Lots of enemy AT. Some of our vehicles being tracked. Close it in on this side now. We're going to be dealing with a lot of light AT guns. Let's bring up the Hummels now. And more tanks. Looks like one of our tanks. I don't know why they do that. Some of our tanks seem to be linked to battle groups like that. I don't think I selected them together, but I may have done that. Sometimes it seems like the tanks want to move all together. But we seemingly have a lot of AT mines around, and that's not stopping us. It's only slowing us down. So that's okay. Another track damaged here. Lots of vehicles in the way that are really stopping us from opening fire. These tanks will be in reserve for our flanks. The enemy may throw some more heavy tanks at us. We need to be very cautious. Alright, let's have our artillery start targeting the most necessary targets. Anything trench-wise or gun-wise is gonna, it's just gotta go. Looking around here for any AT guns. There's a tank there. We could possibly level that. Infantry around it can also perish too. There goes a T-70. And our infantry on this side has reached the village. Into the trench. Alright, another enemy AT gun there. Alright, machine guns up. Half-tracks are making their way into the town. Alright, looks like we're looking real good here. There's a river crossing. Yep, we're getting tracked every couple seconds. Let's bring that mine disposal unit around. I don't know exactly if he's detecting these or not. It seems like he was, but we'll make sure we do a little better with that. Alright. Let's bring up the friendly tanks. Tiger tanks have gotten awfully close. They don't seem to be too worried about units such as the AT. It's going to hit that fence, though, isn't it? Well, it seems like they're shooting through it. Oh, great. Thanks, fence. All right, let's go ahead and hit that. That gun's got to get out of the way. Meanwhile, our artillery can soften them up yet again. Looks like we're out of rounds here, so we can decrew. I don't think we can actually replenish these guns. This one here is out of ammunition. We can decrew. Looks like we've done our best with capturing enemy artillery. Seems like we're out of ammunition on all guns. Very good. Okay, looks like we've done a great job of clearing enemy trenches. So we can start using those to jump off. Alright, this town is being captured today. We gotta have it now. Enemy forces that try to flee are going to be hit by that defensive position. That's great. As you can see, our mine disposal expert not detecting the mines. Oh, there's one actually. Okay, so he is actually detecting them. Some of them are green, some of them are red. Weird. Green should should indicate a friendly mine, but that's weird because I don't know. AT gun is still out there. We got to be cautious about that. Where's that AT gun? Here. Okay. Let's bring up our brum bars. These can now start hitting enemy positions inside of town, or we can actually keep the Hummels back and have them hit some stuff. I'm going to set up a position this way. I'm trying to anticipate what the map maker's next moves may be. What will he have us encounter next? What will counterattack next? Who knows? Alright, in purposes of trying to get everything cleaned up ASAP, we're going to start hitting some of these defensive positions, which seem to be very populated with troops, with artillery. So that way we can clean these out and get done with it. So let's go ahead and get some rockets here. And we're going to go ahead and also hit with artillery on the other side. Possibly here. Although it looks like a gun there. Yep, let's go ahead and eliminate any gun positions. And that should be the rest of our artillery as well. So we should have a very good position to conquer the town. Now we're going to bypass any enemy defenses inside the town. Alright, here come the batteries. You should be able to see all the destruction off in the distance. I'm going to try to come up behind the enemies. We will take some losses here. Wow, and a hell of a lot of artillery falling. My God. Rip to those frames. Wow, we just leveled town. That is a clear sight for the Tigers. That's beautiful. All right, let's see if we can keep hitting these positions. We've lost a man there. Oh, never mind. Forget throwing grenades. We've already captured the position. Okay, let's bring the Stug across. Looks like the Ferdinand. Yet, that must have got hit by AT. That wasn't moving. Troop transporter can come in to clear this side of the town. Far-firing rockets hitting that AT gun there. And any troops around. Very good. Our infantry did a fantastic job of capturing that position. We're going to leave some infantry at the artillery. Just in case the enemy counterattacks. We'll leave those guys there. Well, we've got a door. We've got a door wide open here. Alright, let's get down now. We got ourselves a half-track coming up. And we got ourselves a T-34. We better watch that. We need something along a level of an H on this side, but we just don't have it. We only have the Ferdinand. That can only pick off targets from afar. We do have the Stug, though. And he can hit that T-34 from here. Okay, load the correct ammunition, though. Looks like we're shooting it out with a guy inside of a house. And let's hit this guy. Oh, really? All right, we gotta hit that tank. All right, we got a roadblock now until we clear the tank. Let's go ahead and advance on this side now. Tiger is back to the Tiger advance. The Tiger advance is going to be rather easy, I think, because we've got so many heavy guns over here. It's just going to be ridiculously easy. I don't see where a lot of enemy troops are, but let's go ahead and start hitting them with the Hummels. See if we can clear something. There we go. We just need to face it in the correct direction. Alright, I want to start clearing out enemy trenches. A lot of enemy trenches over here. A lot of enemy troops in those trenches. Alright, the artillery should start firing now. And a lot of our men are ready to rock, it seems. Jeez, we just need to... Uh-oh, and here it comes, folks. Hold on a second. Off the corner of my eye. There you go. There she is. KV-1s are approaching. Alright, let's get ready. We need to defend this flank right away. Dear God, all that infantry. Well, let's get some of our boys back. It's useless to stay here now. Damn, did they get hit by artillery, or was that by the initial squad? Oh, that sucks. Those tanks just popped out of nowhere. Alright, we've got multiple tanks here ready to hit the enemy. We've also got a few Panthers that are ready to go. This is what they've been waiting for. We've got to defend that artillery. We're going to make our way over here. Stop those tanks. Damn. Maybe a good 8 men lost there. Soviet counterattack is going to be pesky. Ooh, never mind. Enemy vehicle eliminated. As soon as these guys are out of the way... Oh, wait a minute, they're attacking in the center as well. Damn, they're counterattacking while we're also trying to attack. Alright, we got to speed things up quickly. Looks like that T-34 is still there. Where's our Stug? There we are. Oh, come on now. You gotta be kidding me. How do you keep firing over the thing? Oh my God, a whole counterattack. Bringing the Tiger up. Hell, we can't attack and defend at the same time. KV-1, they're bailing out. And now we're getting hit in the ass by an AT gun. Hold your horses. Or an enemy tank. Alright, let's speed up the attack. Yeah, we gotta get these guys out of the trenches. Alright, a huge number of enemy tanks are pushing through. That's a lot of enemy tanks. Tigers had better be ready to pick off targets. Alright, I think we got rid of most of the guns, which benefited us in getting rid of those. Tiger here is ready to close the door. Luckily, we don't have anybody really truly inside the town. Alright, let's get everyone in the trenches. Oh, my bad. Hopefully you have homeowner's insurance on that one. Alright, 3 Tiger tanks over here. We got more tanks over here on the flank. I don't know if the Soviets are going to counterattack like that again. Ooh, oh boy. They're coming through quick. And man, our thing's getting blowed up. Mostly them, hopefully. Alright, we got tanks pushing up. That looks like a KV-1S. Multiple enemy tanks. Let's go ahead and knock this one out first. He's out. KV-1S has got to go next. Soviets are just they're delaying the inevitable here. Damn, that's what I like to see. Clears out infantry too. And it's tough on Stains. Good. Let's get up there. Let's clear this out. We got the trench line up here to the east to deal with. We still have some enemy defensive positions, and it looks like a few more tanks that have arrived. Good. We'll clear out this trench then. Got a man down. Alright, Tiger tanks can keep firing at whomever is trapped in the gap now. Still T-34-76 over here. Just make it to the road, man. Alright, starting to really close that gap now. Damn, something just exploded again. This is a good road for us to go down here. Let's make way. We'll clear the door here. Let's get those troops to escort the Tiger tank. We don't want to be alone in town. Oh, damn. Enemy machine gunner standing right there. Alright, now we're good. Okay, this trench is rather clear. Should be able to bring up all of our infantry. And even some lighter tanks now. Alright, let's look out for AT. Anything that is jeopardizing us. Looks like the railyard is within sight. And let's bring up the Hummels to deal with that. Make sure no stragglers get around here. Oh, we have so many different operations going on at once. We got Tiger tanks flanking, artillery moving into position, infantry getting ready to take trenches. Alright, move up with the tank, boys. Excellent. Alright, it's house-to-house fighting now, as we're trying to eliminate remaining enemy tanks. And it looks like they're getting activated now into service. Woo! And I think we may have finally taken out that one tank on our side. Is that, nope, that's not functioning. Ah, an SU-152 right there. We'll close in on that shortly. Alright, the rail yard is within sight. Our troops are getting close. We've hit it a hell of a lot with artillery. They have a few guns operational, it looks like. But nothing's going to stop us here today. Where's the... We have one soldier around here somewhere. There's one guy. Where is he? In the house? Oh, he's dead. Alright, great. Okay, he's down. Alright, let's continue to push through. We got to take this town today. Let's do it. Alright, we're going to push up onto this side now. We're going to come up behind the rail yard. And where are our Panthers? We got a Tiger over here. I think we'll keep that here in the flank. Where's our Panthers now? I'm going to move them up over here. Alright. With the Hummels, I want to have them pointed over here and hit the trenches. Let's get ready to hit these guys before our big attack. Alright, so our attack has stopped here at the just outside the rail yard. We're going to push it up the rest of the way. Let's make a way for the Tiger to advance. Go through here. We need that heavy gun available just to eliminate any tanks that are there. I see a T-70. Oh, man. And I also see a functional gun over here. How the hell does this... Oh, I thought it was stuck in the trench. Okay. Alright, let's get ready to jump off into the next trench. We'll start shooting it out with these guys. Alright, let's start hitting some targets. We got a gun here. Go ahead and try to hit that with a couple Hummels. And also a position up here. Looks like they're all firing. Alright, Tiger has eliminated a T-70. And that is going to be it for the attack around there. Looks like we still got this damn... that thing has been there the whole time, hasn't it? Ferdinand sneaking up like, you'll never see me! Hello! Was is up, yeah? Alright, let's get this thing. Ready? Gotta hit the side of this tank here. Hopefully we can do this. Well, now that's not fair. Oh, we got him. Perfect. Oh boy, that's a big old explosion. Okay, we're ready to clear house. Oh, looks like there's an Su-76 sitting right there too. Alright, that guy's out. Alright, we need to keep closing the gap here. Alright, we're going to go for the rail station first. If that demoralizes them if they retreat, we've got their retreat cut off. Looks like we're starting to just hit enemy guns and such over here. Let's go ahead and get a grenade up over that way. Alright, back near the rail yard, we are ready to strike and go up the road. On two fronts over here. Oh god, is that an AT gun pointing right at us? Well, Soviets don't have line of sight on us, so they won't shoot. I got lucky there, otherwise that half-track's gone. We're going to get a soldier to throw a grenade there. Beautiful. Decrewed the position. We got it. Alright, infantry will move up with the half-track as we close in on the rail yard. And now we have multiple tanks here. We'll have to set up for an inevitable heavy counterattack with our Ferdinand, I think. Infantry has captured this area outside of the suburbs. We got this one, folks. Many hours, it seems like, to just set up for the attack, and now it's going great. Alright, let's get up to the... I think we'll push it up here. We'll cut off everything in the back, and then we'll clean up these trenches a little bit later. We do have infantry up here ready to kind of... Looks like they're ready to go across. I think we can possibly shoot from over here, so let's cover our troops as they move forward. Looks like they have an AT rifle or something that they're shooting with. Alright. And it looks like the ISU-152 is still there. We need one soldier with an AT gun or something. SMG infantry. Perfect. Soviet SMG infantry is armed with an AT rifle. Or I mean an AT grenade. So that is our last large vehicle inside town. If that guy stays suppressed, we can... Yeah, or that. Alright, let's run across here. Alright, ISU doesn't see us. Let's hit the engine. Oh, wow. Knocked our guy out. Possibly can cause a fire. Knocking that tank out of the game. Alright, we only got our trenches in front of us and the rail yard to capture. Let's go ahead and push up then and capture that rail yard. Right here at the train station. Not much left of the Soviet defense. And it looks like there's some possible... Nope, looks like it's artillery. Alright, Stooks can push in. Any and all enemy resistance has been pretty much nullified through artillery. Glad we captured artillery. Wow. Train car blowing up there. Incredible. Alright, we're pinning down the folks at the rail yard. Let's go ahead and claim that position. Cover them as they push up. Machine gun with us. Very good. We got this. Machine gun's up on the front line. We are good. Alright, we just need to eliminate the rest of those defenders. Let's bring that half-track up to assist. Oh. Oh, one of our guys there got hit by some sort of artillery. Now that I'm thinking of it, let's go ahead and bring our half-track over here to assist at the trench. And one of our guys there being knocked out. Well, same with our half-track, unfortunately. Must be a small AT gun around here or something. Oh, that's what they're used for, close combat like that. And I have no idea what that was. I hope that was the ISU. Indeed it was. I wonder if we can repair this. Ah, we can. Our half-track's not totally lost. Very good. All right, now, let's see. We've got just a few defenders left here. Yeah, you want to deal with him like a pimp with the MG42? All right, okay. Let's get away from there. There we go. Clearing out this side of the street, and meaning we only have to attack the trench front line. It'd be an absolutely strange mission there. Germans attacking Soviet-French vehicles in 1943? Go on. Tell me more. All right, let's get a grenade in there. See if we can throw one through the window. Sometimes it makes them run out of the house, and they'll get caught by crossfire. All right, that guy's dead. Okay. Turn all the infantry now towards the trenches in the front line. The Soviets have been completely cut off. We have flanked them, and that is a GG for them. So now it is a cleanup operation. I'm going to go ahead and officially say that this one is pretty much over. They do have an AT gun left, but again, we'll be bringing infantry over, not tanks. Well, that was rude. All right, let's go ahead and hit that AT gun then. And I'm going to fire all of our guns at it. Hopefully that they miss and hit the trenches. Here comes the artillery. All right. Excellent. Decrewing that gun, hitting the trench, and one more. Give me one more over here. Come on, give me some magic. All right, trying to find another infantry squad that we can utilize on this side over here. We're going to have to push our way up towards the other trench. And yet another AT gun over here, too. All right, we're going to clean up this as soon as possible. Let's get it done. Going to toss some grenades. Looks like there's an AT gun here. We've done as much destruction to this group in here as we can. We now got to crawl up quick and see if we can nade them to death. While providing cover fire. Yeah, we'll take some losses, but it's better than battle of attrition. Wow, even some of our machine gunners running out of ammo and switching to handguns. All right. Just the AT gun left over here. What do we have for infantry left? And a squad that can assist over here. We do have a squad at the rail yard still, I believe. All right, there goes our grenade out to the AT gun. The man inside that house can be dealt with later. So at this point, we've just got defenders inside windows. They're not going to do much to stop us now, are they? A couple grenades that we can throw out there. This one's pretty much over. All right, let's clear trenches. Some of our men running out of ammunition after the long battle finally. But they can still be in the fight. This trench has been cleared. All right, let's clear out this house then. Is there anything we can do to clear out this house? Yes, we will go ahead and remove this one. Rather than battling it out with this guy or going in there, instead of surrounding the house, we're just going to throw an AT grenade. That should collapse the house. Oh, not as much as I wanted. We'll get him at the window. All right, more grenades. Clean those trenches, boys. All right. And one last position to deal with over here. And again, better to bring the infantry up than the tanks because the tanks could be flanked from behind. The tanks could be could possibly be hit by mines or something like that. Better just use an infantryman. Let's get into those trenches. Let's toss nades, and we're good. Very nice. That seems to be the map clear, except for one guy in the house. Very good. What are our objectives then? We need to capture the station, so I guess we need to put some troops there. And we did capture this area as well. Alright, the map is completely clear of enemy defenders. So our objectives here seemingly are complete. Destroy enemy defenses in the center. We've definitely done that. We have our own infantry here. We've done everything that's asked of us. It doesn't seem to be marking it all off. Looks like secondary objectives have been completed too. So let's see, capture and hold the town, capture the station. So, alright, I'm going to make sure I clean up everything, make sure we've got everything good to go. If there's a defense section on this mission, you guys will see it next. So I'll see you more in the future for more Men of War Assault Squad 2. Bye, everyone. Bye.